Welcome to the Vault podcast and reviews, where music still matters. You can check out all our shows at YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, and Podomatic. Please rate, review, and most importantly, subscribe. Also, make sure to check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And if you like what we're doing and you'd like to contribute to help us keep the show going, check out patreon.com/thevault. All right, we're back for another review. This is going to be something Robbie's like diehard fan of. He convinced me to do it. Well, I don't know if convince. You don't really have to convince me to do any kind of. Maybe you might have to pull a little teeth to get me to do some Florida Georgia line. But hey, if they were sponsoring the show, though, I'd say they're the greatest band in the world. Anyhow, Alien Family 2. Robbie, you want to kind of get things started, give these people a background on this group?
Yeah, man, absolutely. Alien Family is the Alien Fam. I've been following these guys for probably 2.5, almost 3 years right now. I know I've mentioned Team Backpack before. The way I found out about these guys is Team Backpack takes people from all around the country and they have them, be like, all right, bring your dopest verse. We're going to audition you, put you on the show, and just drop your dopest verse ever. So that's kind of how I found out about Alien Fam. Alien Family is this dude named Catalyst and this dude named Obvi, O-B-V-I. And Obvi is probably the best off of the top of the dome freestyling person I have ever heard. Like, dude,
that's pretty high praise.
Dude is ridiculous with his freestyles. Now, I picked my favorite. Catalyst is my favorite out of the group, not trying to dog or bring down Avi because he's an amazing lyricist, but I just kind of like Catalyst flows a little bit better. And I know that he's got a solo album coming out called Cat Life 2. And, he's just so good. If you have a chance, it's on Spotify, it's on iTunes, it's on Bandcamp. I've been waiting for this album to come out for probably 3 or 4 months, like just anticipating it, waiting for it. Talking to these dudes on Facebook, just like, man, when is this album coming out? And so I was extremely pumped for this album to be on Spotify because obviously everybody knows who listens to this that I am very huge advocate for Spotify.
So let me tell you how not pumped up I was to listen to this. Robbie, how many times do you send me this new hip hop stuff and it's just I'm like, man, all these guys sound the same. They're so weak. They're not bringing it. You know what I mean? Like, how many times does that happen?
Let me ask you this, though. Are these guys weak, though?
It's not weak. It's not hard. It's a totally different it's something totally different. Like,
these dudes are beautiful artists. Like, they think outside the box. They do things that's not normal in the hip-hop community, and they pull it off so well. Like I said, like when I found these guys, it was on a Cypher videos that Team Backpack put out. And so, of course, when you go do a Cypher, you bring your hardest, your most, you're just, boom, like, I'm going to bring it hard. And, and I've got about 5 favorites from these Team Backpack dudes. But, like, I always love Catalyst. And Obvi's been at least my 3rd favorite out of the Team Backpack stuff. And for them to join together and make an album, that's something that none of these Team Backpack artists have ever done. And it turned out fantastic, in my opinion. And this is the first album that has really, really brought light to hip-hop. You know what I mean? These dudes, in my opinion, are saving hip-hop. They are bringing hip-hop roots back to what everybody should know what hip-hop should be. And I'm just ecstatic about this album. So pumped about it. And I'm sorry. We'll just go ahead before I get too pumped up and just go on for hours.
All right. And at the end of this show, this album gets a 100-star rating out of 5. Robbie sends me this track. He's like, hey, we need to review this. I'm like, all right, sure. I listen to it, and I'm like, I don't know what to think of it. Like, I really haven't heard anything like it before,
No.
I can't say I love it. I can't say I hate it. I immediately said, all right, I want to listen to more. I've got to check out this whole album.
That's got to bring you in at least. Like, I mean, you hear one song and you're like, all right, I got to hear more.
And I don't even remember what song you sent me, but it was just the composition of the music. Like, it just was like something I'd never heard before. Yeah.
Let me go ahead and jump right in then.
I'll jump right in because the first song is one of my favorite songs. Shot Caller, awesome music, and it has this like super old school 90s feel to it to me.
Dude, honestly, the majority of this album has that legitimate hip hop 90s feel about it. You know what I mean? And that's what hip hop is.
Like, for whatever reason, like Tribe Called Quest, like better version of them was like kept popping into my head.
I could not agree more with you. Like, and I want to say this, like, this is their first actual album. The album they released before this was like a mixtape free download type thing.
All right, so what else you got? Like, I just opened it up with one of my favorite tracks. What else you got on this? Just everything?
Blue Bands, that song was so dope.
Slow.
But it's so good, man. And It's got that like real gritty bass line in it.
You know I like all the slow stuff. I love the DJ Screw stuff. So
and that's why I brought this to us.
Yep.
Like, I thought, like, maybe I'm gonna shove Zan out of his comfort zone.
Nope.
But Cups of Coffee was an amazing song too. Like, Cups of Coffee, she'll like my album, she'll make a couple copies. Like, I mean, it's an all around great album. Stone was another one of my favorite songs on the album. Great wordplay, metaphors, flow. I mean, they're on point, man. On fucking point. And they're original. They're outside the box on a couple of songs. Like,
a couple of songs, or like a lot of the songs.
Like the song April. I mean, that's weird. It's a weird song. He's not rapping on beat, but
there's a lot of weird songs. That's why it appealed to me.
I mean, he is rapping on beat, but he's got like that abstract, like, off the beat, on the beat kind of thing. And it's to me, it's beautiful. It's like I said, it's outside the box, but at the same time, it has that smooth, traditional hip hop sound to it. You know what I mean?
That's why I kept saying Tribe Called Quest feel.
Exactly.
Owls. That song's pretty hard.
Oh, Owls. That song is beautiful.
It's pretty hard. Like, I don't know. Maybe it was just me. That was like one of the hardest beats the minute I heard it, I was like, all right, this is good.
But then you got your more serious songs like Stone and I Know and Wine Glass. Great. I love all the little samples they use in between songs. Like, I mean.
All right, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be none, but what negatives do you have?
None. Not a single one. To me, this is one of the best hip-hop albums that I have heard in a while. Such a great mix of styles. Cat Navi, man, I mean, they work together so well.
So you're going to, like, put me on the spot here of being, like, the downer of this review. Well, it's not because it's bad. When we do these reviews, I like to write little notes, and a lot of times they could be notes to myself, like what I'm feeling as I write the song, or as I'm writing the review, and so we can run through some of the tracks here in order. Stuff I have written beside it: awesome, love the slow, this one's okay, solid, not too bad. The music is awesome, the beat's cool, R&B feel cool, original, solid. I mean,
and that's awesome because, like I said, this is one of the albums that I referred. So I was like, what is Zan going to think about this album? Let me refer it. That way we can both put our opinion on it. And I'm glad that you said the things you did because they are legitimate. Like I said, I've been following these guys for a couple of years, just watching their Cypher videos. Now their Cypher videos, of course, are going to be like their hardest, most intricate verses they can spit, but the album is not far off that.
All right, let's jump into the rating. 1 star being the worst, 5 stars being the best.
Wait. What was your favorite songs off the album?
Shot Caller, Owls, and Stone.
I got Blue Bands, Cups of Coffee, and Stone.
Between the two of us, we've picked half the album.
Yeah, I mean that's good, man. What do you got it at?
You know that like the style is not my favorite style. You know what
Right.
you know that. Like
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
the super hard like gunplay kind of
Project Pat. I'm
Yeah.
gonna two bullets in the head, you know,
That's my kind of stuff. But you cannot deny the originality of this and the way
Huh.
everything's put together. It's like I'm a huge Bjork fan. And I kind of have the same vibe listening to this that I do her. It's like there's
because it's
nothing else
artistic.
like it. Yeah,
It's
yeah. There's
artistic.
nothing
It's
like it. Like
outside the box. They take it from, like, okay, we're hip hop artists, but we're gonna do something that still is traditional hip hop, but we're gonna also take that traditional hip hop outside the box.
which is not what a lot of people do.
Definitely not. That's what what a real artist is.
So all that being said, there's nothing I could pull out of here that I'm like, okay, this is like one of my favorite songs ever. You heard me running through the comments. Every single song on this is solid,
Yep.
if not above average. But I can't give it like a 4.5 or 5 because there just wasn't anything that totally grabbed me. Like I will listen to this over and over again, and I will definitely be telling people about it.
Yeah.
My final score is 3.5.
I gave it a 4.5.
So that's average to a 4. That's way above average.
Dude, especially compared to some of the albums that we reviewed. As far as hip hop goes, that's probably the best average score.
Pretty sure our Bone Thugs average was up there too, but
Bone Thugs don't count. They're classic. This is some new up and coming. To be honest, these dudes are honestly local rappers from California. You know what I mean? They're not big time. They're not making it big. They are local rappers.
And I'll also say that you send me stuff all the time. We trade music all the time. And this was definitely one of the ones that stood out as being something I was interested in. A lot of the other stuff was either too weak or it sounded like they were just talking over
Right.
a beat. They weren't even rapping. And this is definitely overall just the way it flows, music composition, everything just stands out.
It's all perfect, man. Their flow, the beats, their metaphors, their wordplay.
A lot of sports references.
All of it, a lot of sports references, man. They're just on point because Avi, the dude from this group, is a huge Raiders fan. I don't know if anybody knows much about this, but it's Jay Dilla had a song called Alien Family, and the way they got their name was Avi was freestyling on the Alien Family beat by Jay Dilla. Catalyst came in, and then they just decided to name their group Alien Family. And so that's where they came from. And I like the name Alien Family, because they're not within the box. You know what I mean? They think outside the box. They're original. They're creative.
I kept reading Alien Family and the A and the F. And for whatever reason, I kept thinking of that band Alien Ant Farm and how terrible they are.
Except for that, anything you want to, like that Michael Jackson song. That
Smooth Criminal
song.
Yeah. I just thought I'd throw that little tidbit of information in there. Yeah, that definitely go check this album out. Like, it's one of the more refreshing hip hop albums I think I've heard.
I love Atmosphere. Atmosphere is my favorite hip hop group of all time, and they put out many albums, but I would say this album here is the most legitimate, best hip hop album that I have heard since Atmosphere's album Seven's Travel.
We're gonna have to review that also, apparently.
Oh, if you want to review Atmosphere, we got it. But these dudes are, this album is beautiful. It's so well put together. The samples they use in between, the lyrics they use, the beats they use, these dudes are just on point. And you may hear about them just now, but keep a lookout because these dudes are going to go far. This is not the last that we have heard about Alien Family, and I guarantee you that.
Don't forget this album, Alien Family 2, got a 4-star rating. You can check it out on Bandcamp and where else?
You can also get it on Spotify. They also have their stuff on, or especially this album on iTunes. So check it out, or just check out my Facebook because I constantly post Alien Fam videos. If it's not Alien Fam, I'm posting Catalyst videos or Obvi videos, and you will not be disappointed if you are a hip hop fan.
Guys, thanks for checking out the review. Don't forget, check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and make sure to rate and review all of our audio and any video. You know, I have a few YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, and Podomatic. And don't forget, you can check us out, patreon.com/The Vault. You know, any kind of donation you can make to keep us going. You know, the shows take time and money. We are very appreciative. If these shows are worth approximately 33 cents a show, consider donating even $1. You know, that'll take us a long ways, believe it or not. So
also look forward to a lot of interviews. I have a lot of interviews set up with local artists from Springfield, Missouri. I've got a couple lined up from California as well. So keep a lookout for that.
There you go. Bam. Until next time. See ya.